So we're now checking out the XS-SO1 Sigma mech, which is, it's the babby, it's the starting mech. So you get into it, they're fully animated, they can usually fly a lot as well like this. This one has limited hovering on it, also has a minigun on it, also you don't take falling damage or anything while you're in the mech, which is of course glorious. And it has an alternate fire pattern as well. We can also jump like crazy like this, so if you just want to frog leap around, this is also a mech for you. But yeah, look at this. It's pretty versatile. Pretty fast as well. I mean, sure, you could outrun it a little bit here and there, but let's show off the big guns too, which are actually babby guns. So, miniguns, and the thing is, they also don't drain your energy. I'm in admin mode right now, but they do not drain your energy, so they work completely on mech powers. So we can spam these attacks and do whatever we want many, many times. We can also damage the other mechs, which we should be careful with. And yeah, this is the small mech over here. Now let's move on to something a little bit more exciting, which is this one, right? And we can also respawn them like this if we want to, which is always fantastic. It's the XS-SO7 Elite Sigma Mech, Sigma Luxury Edition. So it's the fancy version of that one, basically. I'm sorry if I have to, like, actually hover over the names. They have very factory, like, numbered names, so my apologies. So now we're in a classy version of that. I believe this one can actually fly longer as well. It doesn't run out as quickly. It looks like, yeah, we can actually fly no, not infinitely. Some of these actually do fly infinitely. I think past this point, all of them can fly up to space if you want to. That is indeed a thing. It has a stronger minigun. We can destroy that one right there, which is always cool. We have the grenade launcher or missile launcher. It looks more like you're firing cluster bombs when you're doing this. You can also actually duck down, which is silly. It doesn't seem to jump higher or anything, but it's classier, a little bit bigger, a little bit more armored and everything. Just a better version of that one right there. So let's see. Loving that attack especially, so you can kind of destroy some blocks with this. It's still a little bit too weak, and I know you really want to check this one out. It's the coolest one, trust me, but we're not going there just yet. So first of all, we're going to check out these bad boys over here. So this one has for sure, like, infinite jetpack like this. Are you seeing how ridiculous this is, by the way? It's fairly cool, right? And then we have... It's a melee mech, by the way. It is an insane melee combat mech. And the right click is actually a traction beam. So if we see monsters, and if we're near them, we can traction beam them closer. So like this. You can drag them where you want them, and then you melee them like that. It's ridiculous. So you pull your enemies towards you, and then slash, slash, slash away, and that's kind of what the mech does. And it also flies like crazy. So let's actually fall down again, demonstrating that there's no fall damage going on, which is of course wonderful. And again, guys, if you think this is ridiculous, there's 3 more insane mechs that we have to check out. So I'm liking this one. I should actually check out the name as well. I believe it is, if that, okay, these are the 4th one, then this is the 5th one. Yeah, we are in the row mech, for when enemies need slicing. Well, they're all row mechs, basically. The XS-RO3 row mech. It is one of the coolest, I gotta say. Also, this is flooding like crazy. This is turning out to not be that good of a setup. Let me actually, release the flood right there. So this one is insane. Kind of reminds me of Halo for some reason. Because one of the Spartans had like a crazy skull helm like this, which was fantastic, of course. So, it's got a crazy minigun, as you can see. It's a souped up minigun compared to like the baby versions. It's got the same kind of jets that can drive you upwards as well. It also has a right click, so don't you worry about a thing, which is also traction beam. So it's kind of the range version of the other traction beam. By the way, it's also reminding me of Army of Two. So we can kind of do the same over here, and then shoot at our enemy like this. Keep in mind that this gun is significantly, well, less accurate, because it's a wild, crazy chain gun like this. Look at this. Let's see if we can actually destroy it. It's actually hard to try and fire at your target at times, because you gotta keep it lower and lower and lower. It really does run out of control with the recoil. So this one, visually, it is amazingly fantastic looking. Usefulness, well, by the way, all these mechs are actually super useful, but this one is just a little bit special because it's, glorious. But if you thought those were cool, if you thought all those 4 were cool, we're now going to check out this one. The XSR-11 Ronin Row Mech, for when enemies need melting. Do with that info what you may, because we're going to see it just now. As you can see, we have waist guns as well. Waist guns are actually our, there we go, we can also fly if we want to. Waist guns are our secondary. I believe it can actually hover infinitely like this, so if we want to release it, we simply tap W, we tap space, and we're back again. It doesn't fly as fast, like, upwards as the other mechs, the 2 we just demoed, but you can still get up to space if you want to. You can get up to cliffs and everything, so it's a fairly mobile mech. I especially like, well, just how ridiculous the animations are, by the way. And I like the fact that your mechs actually have to gear up a little bit if they're walking around. I mean, look at this. So, right-click once again, we're shooting missiles and everything. But now we get to the real stuff, and the real stuff is ridiculous. So let me actually jump down here, because the real stuff will decimate things. So it's set for when enemies need melting. So we have some blocks over here. Let's do some enemy melting, shall we? So let's focus on this. So our left click, we can ready our gun, click it again. It's a fucking disintegration beam, is what it is, okay? It's a disintegration beam. It tears through blocks. It destroys everything. Be careful, please. If you're in your colony, as you can see, this is a devastating tool, okay? This is indeed a mech for war. It even kills very strong blocks, and I think I might have actually hit the other mechs above me. It's one of the coolest. It's probably the coolest because the... Oh, actually, no, we don't need that. What am I thinking? This is not the Let's Play. We don't need cotton fiber. But look at this. We can kill trees with it and everything. If you just wanted an overpowered, insane mech in Starbound, this is the mod for you, okay? It is absolutely the go-to mod for you. So we've checked this one out now. There's one more crazy mech that we need to check out, which is absolutely worth your time. That one's actually getting destroyed a little bit. We'll also have to recall all these mechs. Sorry for my amateuristic setup in the sky over here. Let's get into the last baby right now, which is, let's see, okay, I was actually this one. The XST-17 Theta mech. Warning, highly destructive. That's all the warning they give you. I'm also being ganked by a bird, which is perfect. So this is probably the least mobile mech. It doesn't really have a jetpack. It has like a jump boost like this. And if you want to hover it toward, well, upwards, you have to hold it all the way down, and then it goes upwards. The longer you hold it down, basically, like, decides in what direction it goes. You can actually see that from the animation. So we'll hold it down a little bit, and we can go, like, sideways and everything. Can you get out of here? Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, it's also kind of waste guns and everything. This one really reminds me of some crazy Metal Gear that we're yet to see. Let me try and get away from this bastard. Okay, it can be hard to kill a small... There we go. It has a railgun. It has a ginormous railgun that can also destroy things like that. It is ridiculous. We can shoot our ult mechs out of the sky. You can destroy everything with it. Doesn't kill back walls, so hey, that is the thing you need. We can kill trees with it and all that. Does it actually kill my mech? It does kill my mech. That's good to know. That's very cool to know. And yeah, this gun, well, the grenade shots that you fire are basically there as a fail-safe. So when enemies get close to you, down on the ground, not the flying one as you saw, you can pop those out as well. So let's try shooting stuff out of the sky. Oh, hold on. I was not about to get sneaked up on, so here we go. Let's sniper mechs out of the sky. You gotta keep in mind, it has a limited firing arc as well. Look at this. Limited degrees of fire. It is a very destructive, very crazy thing, so it needs some stuff to balance it down. If you could just, like, 360 degrees aim this wherever you wanted to, it would be a little bit insane. It's still insane, but, I mean, if you want that stuff, you get, like, the melting mech, and you just go wild with that. I still want to say that that's my favorite over there, so let's recall them all. Let's go back to the outpost, show you guys where you can actually buy it. It's the same merchant, basically, so Penguin Pete, once again. Yep, take this with me. We do need to go back up there, so let's use the best mech in the world. Even though it's not fast, it is so fantastic. Look at this. Oh, it's so ridiculous, everyone. You can kill all your hard-earned work. All your oh god. There we go, that's kaput right now. All your hardly crafted work, you can just destroy it in a matter of seconds. It is amazing! It's also very horrible here and there, but it's also amazing! It really is. So, last one with me. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the outpost. Okay, so from the arc gate, which is over here, of course, you simply go to the west. He's hard to miss if you spawn from, like, the normal gate of the outpost. You go to the east, and he's outside over here at Penguin Bay, at the guy who will sell you licenses and everything. He's over here, and this is the guy that can actually repair your stuff. It's called Bob Reparo. He's a droid of sorts. And yeah, we do need chips, and the chips you buy over at Penguin Pete, he's got a really good business going on. And this is where they pop up, by the way. As you can see, the Sigma mech is 7,000 pixels, so you can get yourself, like, the cheapest vehicle is now the Sigma mech, which is cool, because it's below even the hover bikes. So if you want something that's a little bit more destructive than just a simple hover bike, you can go for a Sigma mech instead, or actually the Elite Sigma mech, which is of course the improved version once again. So before you buy any vehicles, you can actually buy 2 of the mechs already, which is really cool. And then they do get a little bit crazy expensive right away. But the roll mech, like the slicing one, 18,000. It seems like a lot right now, but you can earn a lot of money. Luckily, the auto ships aren't actually expensive, so we want a bunch of these. Let's get some. It's 100 pixels per them. So if you destroy something completely, it's not so bad. Look at this. Like, it's only 5 of them is what it costs. It's not terrible. To actually repair a mech like that, that's 500 pixels to repair a mech that's been broken down like crazy. We can also spawn them over here, of course, if we want to. We can actually fly up higher into space. That is a thing as well. Anyway, guys, XS Mechs, it is a wonderful mod. I'm glad I finally got to check it out. I would love to know what you guys think in the comments down below, and if you guys want to see more mod videos, even though I'm probably going to do them, even if you guys are like, I don't want to see them anymore, girl. We can finally check out mods and not worry about a thing, because, hey, there's both Steam Workshop support now, and, well, modders have the 1.0 version to work on, so they can work their butts off and be sure that it doesn't break like crazy or anything like that. So anyway, guys, XS Mechs, if you want to check it out, it's in the description down below. It's really cool. I'm sorry for some, like, word mess-ups here and there. It's early in the morning, getting some stuff thrown around in my head and all that noise. You know how it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below, and see you all next time. See you!